Shalom, Yasharala. Giving infinite honors to my heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh by Shimei Shai, by Shem Harakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in the Mashak Yahweh Shai, pushing the blood doctrine across the four winds in this final hour. Shalom. All right. As you can see, the wind gusts blew up. Now it's storming. So I just said I just finish it off in the truck doing indoor camp. Hey, I tried to weather the storm, but hey, this word got to keep going forth. Okay, but yeah, like I was saying before the wind started kicking up. Hey man, you gotta in this final hour you have to have the Lord's Spirit upon you to navigate through Babylon, because this devil's about to throw the whole kitchen sink. He's gonna play high-tech mind games. He's gonna use his AI technology, which is damn near flawless. Now I'll be seeing some shit that I'm thinking is regular, and at the end of it, it'll be like, oh, by the way, this is AI. All right, so hey, they're gonna be able to make us look like domestic T-Rexes easily with their left-handed magic. So when you see things on the news, you gotta have the Lord's Spirit to let you know, to decipher. All right, is this true? Is this fake? All right. Are they really are those northern tribers really out there doing things like that? All right, the Lord is going to reveal it to you. That's why we got to seek the Lord where He may be found, because them going out there is a precursor to what it's going to be like. And but seeing when it happens, it's going to be like that to every nation in America. All right, there will be people throwing. They're not going to be throwing boulders at federalists. They're going to be throwing bullets. All right, the federalists is going to be throwing bullets back at the inhabitants. All hell is going to break out. All right, there's going to be trouble on all sides. Okay, so this is what the end looks like when you look at in LA. But like a lot of these truth to say, it's still what we're looking at right now is a manufactured turmoil. It's a manufactured problem, so you can get order out of chaos. All right, but the chaos is coming. All right, chaos is coming. Right, the Lord watches over His word to perform it. But that shit does that's not the real thing that's about to happen. Okay, this is Proverbs. This is what I was about to bring out before the camera, before the wind gust came up. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 25. All right. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. Right. If you don't have the spirit of truth in you, you're gonna be scared, because the Lord say people are gonna be as women. They're gonna be howling, holding their loins. All right. They're gonna see so much death, great death, that people are gonna be feared. But the Spirit of the Lord, if His Spirit dwelling in you, you're gonna be like, no, this is prophecy being filled. This must come to pass for us to enter into the wide. Okay, I'm gonna skip down to verse 31, and it reads, envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Okay, so that's that. When they say envy not the oppressor and choose one of his ways, in the 1960s, the oppressor gave our people the device of protesting. All right, so when you see the northern tribe going out there protesting, that's the way of the heathen. All right, and it's really their way of laughing at you. Okay, that's their way of laughing at you. That's their way of mocking you. You're making posters, writing it with markers, and hell no, we won't go, and all that. Give us justice. No justice, no peace. What the fuck is you talking about? No justice, no peace mean if you don't get your justice, blood gonna roll in the streets. All right? But that's not the way the Lord told us to fight. He told us our weapons of warfare are not carnal, they're spiritual. You're supposed to be getting built up in His truth. All right? Coming out here telling the truth, all right, and condemning this devil, that's what makes his nerves bad. This devil hate people that he can't program. This devil hate people that he can't manipulate. All right, the people that he's not going to manipulate, those are the ones that he's going to deem public enemy number one. All right, when his philosophies, his wine don't work upon you, then you're going to know who the Lord's chosen. All right, those are going to be the ones He's coming at the most. All right, therefore you got to beg for the Lord to give you that spirit of truth. All right, this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. And it reads, but seek ye the first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. All right. And what's all these things? Your basic necessities, protection. All right. The Lord putting a hedge of protection around you, knowledge. All right. His spirit of truth guiding you, telling you what to do and what not to do. When you seek him in wholeness of heart, in sincerity and truth, in fear and trembling, all right, all those things come with wisdom. All right. All those things he bestows upon you. All right. So you're not gonna have to worry about what you gotta eat, where your bread gonna come from, because we're gonna be disconnected from society. We're not gonna be able to walk in the store and get food, water, and raiment like we do now. All right. Once that new currency come out, all right, the Lord has to be with you just to survive. Okay. That's why you got to learn to be stoic. All right. Learn to be content with having little. All right. Learning to be content in hard situations. But it starts off by strengthening your mind. All right. Being alienated from this devil's philosophies. Okay. All right. The men that are going to get through this thing are the men that built up themselves mentally. They're not easily swayed. In fact, the Lord say the elect can't be swayed. The elect can't be manipulated. The elect only, they're like wine. The elect gets better and better. Does the elect man fall? All right. Does he fall? Yeah, he falls 7 times, but he get back up. Okay. He doesn't fall. He's not utterly cast down. He gets back up, and when he gets back up, he's better. Okay. So you gotta pray for the Lord to give that to you. And right now we have to be praying more than ever. You got to stay connected to the body. You have to beg the Lord to guide you in these troublesome times, because they're starting. We're seeing the genesis of it. We're seeing the beginning of these things. Donald Trump sending those troops. That's going to be nationwide. We're going to have burger troopers. We're going to have hired henchmen, private government hired henchmen coming after the men of the Lord. Then you're going to have the ones that he sent out there to Cali. Going to send some National Guardsmen, Marines. All right, they're going to be in every city near you. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's get it. All these things are prophesied. What you see going on in LA is a precursor of what's to come nationwide, but it's going to be bloody. It's not bloody down there right now. It's going to be bloody. Blood. They're going to paint the town red on both sides. Okay. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. I'm gonna start around the 14th verse. All right. And it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means destruction, death. All right. And he said to the world, right? James the 4th chapter say friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh. So, and when you read John the 17th chapter, the Lord say he's not taking us out of the world, but he's going to protect us while we're in the world. All right. So this judgment that we're reading is for the wicked. All right. Everybody can still connected to the matrix. Okay. And it reads, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. All right. That's why you got to be occupied in prophecy. You got to be able to know when the leaves of the fig tree are tender. You got to know how to be able to measure the times diligently. All right. The Lord said, you know when a storm coming, the sky is red, it's lowering. You know it's about to rain. He said, you hypocrites, you can read the weather, but you don't know the signs of the time. You need that spirit of truth to guide you. All right. Because our enemies, our arch nemesis judgment draweth nigh. All right. That's why the cities are coming in an uproar. Okay. That's why when you look at the news, just you hear diabolical things every day. It gets worse and worse. You be like, can it get worse than this? Nope. All right. That brother from North Carolina, the head brother down there in North Carolina, he has a thing he does in the morning in the news. And when he reads that thing, it'd be like, wow. All right. And we had that news app. When you read that, it's just something detestable, diabolical. Woman kills son and puts him in oven and eats him. Just stuff you would never think you would hear. Man gets car and drives into 100 people. Like, just people are maniacing in this final hour. That's what the end looks like. Okay, the day gonna come. That's why us men of the Lord, all right, and you those that are connected to the body, you should never go down to those protests. You shouldn't go nowhere near that shit. You're supposed to be in your house, live a simple life. Go to camp, go to work, come back home. Don't go near those protests because the day gonna come, they're gonna amp the protests up. This devil has weaponry, sonic boom weapons where he can make your ear bleed. He could point it in the direction of a big crowd and make people's ears bleed. All right. He's waiting to pull out his big toys, man. He's ready to show you that sword you read about in Revelation the 6th chapter, man. So you shouldn't go nowhere to where those multitudes are coming protesting. The man of the Lord should not be there. Okay. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, their judgment draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. All right. Egyptian shall slay Egyptian. American shall slay American. All hell gonna break loose. All right. And these are beautiful times. All right. Like, we the prophets of doom. So when you see doom coming to pass, that's a good thing. All right. Seeing the fall of your enemy is a good thing. All right. When the Lord had Samuel to slay Agag, Samuel says, you've made a lot of mothers sonless. Now it's time for your mother to be sonless. And he slayed them into pieces. So it's a righteous thing to see the wicked fall. And all this blood guts, you got to learn how to get in that warlike spirit, like King David's King David's mighty men. You can't be afraid to see blood, because you're gonna see all the blood you can handle in the coming days, man. Okay, because for most people, the most blood they've seen is what you see on movies. You never really seen it up close and personal. I seen a bitch get thrown from a car, and when I walked up to her body was all twisted and mangled. That was gruesome. I seen people be shot, but I never seen them. They survived. I never seen them just head blown off. I never seen no gruesome things like that. And what happened to soldiers when they go to army? They see that shit so much they be shell shot. They freak out. They lose their minds. All right. The spirit that the Lord is gonna put on us, it's gonna be nothing to us. But you gotta right now be training yourself to be stoic, to be able to look at those things and be like, hey, we men of war. Our Heavenly Father is a man of war. Our great King is a man of war. All right. So we're gonna see these things. In fact, we might have to put some shit down during Jacob's trouble. In fact, it's safe to say you will have to put some down in Jacob's trouble. Okay, so you can't be holding your loins, because the Lord said men are going to be as women, holding their loins and howling. All right, so you want that Lord spirit, that warrior spirit, because the book of Timothy said the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, but he gave us a spirit of power. All right, and right now that power is for our minds to be strong. All right, it's spiritual, it's mental, it's warfare, it's mental, but it's about to get physical. It's about to get physical. Okay. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand and fight up against another, and with swords in their hands. This is going to happen in every state in the union. Okay. For there shall be sedition amongst men, uprising, tumults amongst men. This person fighting this person, these people fighting that person. Democrats against Republicans, black against whites, Mexicans against East Indians. All right. This is what's about to happen in the earth, and the destruction is gonna be from one end of the earth to another. It's gonna happen everywhere. Okay. They shall not regard their kings or princes. All right. So the day is about to come where nobody's gonna give a fuck about 911. Nobody's gonna give two shits about the government. These YNs damn near don't give a shit about them now. People gonna be shooting at each other. Ain't gonna care that 5 police units coming. Then they're gonna just start shooting at the police units. Okay. All right. When they say you're not gonna revive, that means you're not gonna reveal the powers to be anymore. Like right now, when the police come, order comes. When you hear them sirens, people start getting the fuck and getting in order. The day gonna come where people not gonna give a fuck about a purple suit, a blue suit, or sirens. It's gonna turn them on. They're gonna want to snatch the motherfucker out there, motherfucker. It's gonna get so bad, these cops are gonna put down their guns and take off those uniforms. Okay. because the Lord is going to judge them too. Because a lot of these cops are crooked, they're corrupt, all right, and they do more, they break more laws than the criminals that they're supposed to be protecting the people from and putting in jail. They just as corrupt as them niggas. They just doing it with the badge on their chest. They lie, they lock people up under false pretenses. All right, they misuse their power. All right, so a lot of these cops about to get their judgments too, man. Okay, they put dope on people. All right, if a nigga selling dope, yeah, he need to be in jail. But if a nigga not selling dope and you take some dope and throw it in his car and then charge him with it, all right, that's an epidemic with these crooked cops. They do that shit. All right, that's why people not gonna revere them. People gonna snatch them out and have their way with them, hang their asses from the gallows. Okay. For there should be sedition amongst men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor priests, their government officials, all right? And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's called martial law. When it says the course of their actions shall stand in their power, that means you do whatever feels good to you. Okay? That's martial law 100% implemented. Government infrastructure torn down. Somebody on your property, if you want to take them hostage and bound them up and wait till so-called order comes back, you can do it. Or if you want to blow his fucking brains out, all right, you can do it. That's what martial law means. Warlike. It's the time of war. Okay? That's what that scripture means. It says, in the course of their action shall stand in their power. Do whatever seems good to you. You see? Hey, it's going to get nasty out here. It's going to get severely nasty out here. And a man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able to. They're going to lock down the cities. All right? Like we always bring out it down here in Baton Rouge. You got a train that separates North Baton Rouge and South Baton Rouge. So if you just put a train in that separation, all right, you can cut off the city. A train, just one train that's long enough can cut off North Baton Rouge and South Baton Rouge. All right. The only way to bypass that train, you gotta climb under it, you gotta abandon your vehicle, or you gotta get on the interstate. And guess what? The interstate is gonna be shut down. So the Army Corps engineers got this shit on lock. It's easy for them to shut down the city. Because if you on the other side of Plank Road, and if you go way down Choctaw, which goes way to Shellwood, all right, or you try to go the other way, the Mississippi River there, I mean, you literally, in Baton Rouge, a train can shut down the fucking city. It can cut off the city. It can literally cut off the city. So you could be yearning to go to South Baton Rouge and can't, because you're going to have troops with roadblocks, all right, checking people to see if you have the proper credentials to go to and fro. They're not going to let you. Okay? This is prophesied. This is going to happen. And when you look at all those end time movies, that's what be going on. Okay? For because their pride, the city shall be troubled. And when you look at what was going on in LA, that looked like a troubled city. All right? That looked like a troubled city. All right? Although the vast majority of them throwing those bricks were agent provocateurs. All right? The stills that in the videos that they showed, it looked chaotic. All right, but when shit hit the fan, it's gonna be way worse than that. It's gonna be bullets flying. It's gonna be AK bullets flying. You're gonna have those cocktails getting thrown. All right, it's gonna be pandemonium. It's gonna be blood, and you're gonna see blood bodies laying across the street, laying all up and down the street. Okay. That's just a precursor of what's to come. It's nowhere near the pinnacle of what's to come. Okay? Nowhere near it. It's a little glimpse how shit gonna get fucked up. Okay? But because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. All right, and it's the pride that comes from America. If the king's corrupt, the inhabitants are gonna be corrupt. We got a scripture that says that as is the king, so are the people. All right, the king is abominable The king is chaotic. The people are going to be abominable and chaotic. The king bloodthirsty. The people are going to be bloodthirsty. Okay. The houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. Now, see, women are always afraid. All right. Like my father passed, and my mother, she's always scared to be home by herself. She always wants somebody there. But this says that the men shall be afraid. Women are naturally afraid. Women are made to be in a house by themselves, like they think independent. Women are not independent. Every bitch I know that talk that independent spirit always talking about they wish they had a man in the bed with them. Always say they want a man around when it's time to go to sleep and when it get dark. They are not content with being at the house when it's dark. Now some butch dykes might be, but like women, all right, like these chicks that graduate from college, get their masters and their doctoral degrees, and they're single. None of them like to be home alone. All right, they want a man there. But when it comes to men are not normally scared. Okay, that's why the Lord highlighted men. He said, and men shall be afraid. Men are not normally scared of things. All right, the way the Lord created men and women is different. A man, if he hears something at the door, he runs to the door. The woman wake the man up out of sleep. Hey, did you hear that? What the man do? He gets up, he runs to the problem. But the Lord says it's gonna be so diabolical out of here. He said, and men shall be afraid. The men is gonna be so fucked up. Men gonna be scared to go to the door. Men gonna be like, bitch, you go. That's how bad it's gonna get out here. That's how much death is gonna come. Well, with the manliness, the macho-ness that the Lord put in men, they're gonna see things that's gonna have them, like the guy said on the movie uh Cuba Gooding Jr. said on the movie Boys in the Hood. He said, man, we went to Compton. Rick was a shivering bitch. That's how the men gonna be in the society. These YNs and these tough guys. All right, when the shaking of the hand of the Lord, let these four winds back and these demons run rampant, they're gonna be like bitches, man. The only people that are gonna be in their right mind to stabilize are his servants, the prophets. Okay. And the scared motherfucker is a dangerous motherfucker. Never forget that. Scared motherfucker is a dangerous motherfucker. Excuse my language. Person that's scared of you will kill you. Okay? That's why it's gonna be so chaotic. You ever seen a guy with a gun on the movies and his hands shaking? He's scared. You shouldn't be. And a lot of these cops shoot people because they be scared. A scared person will hurt you. You never want somebody scared. That's why it's not good to be bullies. All right? It's not good to be bullies. Bullies always get killed. The person that killed him is terrified of him. Okay? A man should have no pity on his neighbor. You see? Yeah, that man, Mr. Johnny, that lives next door to you, oh sweet Miss Bertha. Okay? Nah. This is the spirit the Lord is going to put on everybody in Babylon, man. All right? It's a spirit of division, a spirit of the sword slaying one another. Okay? Egyptians going to slay Egyptians. Americans going to slay Americans. Brother is going to kill brother. All right? And man should have no pity up on his neighbor. And that man and his family starving in their house, they're going to say, we going next door. Miss Bertha got all them canned goods she been stockpiling. I remember when I went over there to visit her for Christmas, she told me to take the groceries out of her car and take it inside with her. And then when I got inside, she told me to put them in there, boy. Well, Miss Bertha sure got a lot of canned goods. Well, fuck it. Let's go over there and let's kill Miss Bertha and take them canned goods. And then it's another thing. It's going to get so bad out of here when they knock Miss Bertha out, they're going to eat her too. They're going to cut her and chop her up and saute her. That's how bad it's going to be out here, man. All right? It's going to be diabolical. It's going to be some nasty work. All right? Hey, let me get something to bag that up. In the book of Habakkuk. All right, this is twofold. This is I like bringing this precept out. All right, where's scripture at? I know it's in Habakkuk. thought it was in Habakkuk. Bear with me. I'm gonna find it. All right. It's not the precept I want, but it'll do. But no, I could put in another phrase and see if it pop up. All right, I found it. I was in the right spot. I must have looked over. Habakkuk 1 and 5. Behold ye among the heathen. All right, we're amongst the heathen. All right. If you're in China, you're amongst the heathen. If you're in America, amongst the heathen. If you're wherever the lands where we're scattered, for the most part, we're in the lands of the heathen. All right. Behold you among the hand of the heathen. The Lord is talking to the nation of Israel. Right. We're scattered throughout the four winds. And regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work in your days, which you would not believe, though it be told to you. Okay. Now that major work that the Lord work is the nation of Israel being awakened. All right, coming out of that comatose state. But when we talk about these sword judgments, you won't believe if somebody told you, hey, somebody went next door to Miss Bertha, cut her head off. We just found her skeleton. It looked like they ate her. You wouldn't believe that shit. Right? The things that are about to happen in this 5 hour is going to be so gruesome, just so chaotic. Oh, that little hood rat, Trakisha. Man, we went in there. We was looking for her children. Then we looked on in a pot. She done slayed all her children, cut them up, and she ended up boiling her children, about to eat them. If somebody told you that, you would never believe it. That's how chaotic it's about to be in America. All right? The only way we can get through this, the Lord got to be with us. Just imagine you seeing that. All right? You ain't used to seeing stuff like that. That's traumatic. That's why I say that the men will be as women. Okay? This is going to become a social norm to seeing chaotic things like that. All right. Let me go back to 2nd Ezra. All right. 2nd Ezra 15. Go back to 19. Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. All right. Hey, it's going to get so bad, man. These things, these basic necessities that we take for granted. Bottled water. See, a bottled water. When a famine comes, a woman would sell her body for something like this that she take for granted, and a man would kill you for a simple bottled water. All right. When resources are slim, people kill for the smallest things, man. Look at the book of Eli. When she got that shampoo, that's something we just have. Shampoo is just like in abundance right now. But in that movie, it was like, I got shampoo, and they was like, oh, shampoo. They were so mesmerized. All right. It's gonna be so hard to just get your basic necessities. Somebody see you doing this, they're gonna want to kill you. Oh, he got water. He has water. They're gonna come kill you for it. A bottle of water. A bottle of water. Okay. This is what the scripture is talking about. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. Okay. So somebody will kill you for a bottle of water. Somebody will kill you for a canned good. They're gonna spoil means they're gonna take your shit. All right. And for you to take the strong man shit, what you got to do, you got to bound him up. You got to kill him. He's not going to let you take it. He's not going to give it to you. He is in distress. So blood is going to have to get spilled. Okay. And for great tribulation. And seeing that's what the Lord bringing to the planet Earth. Great tribulation. Okay. The Lord is bringing great tribulation to the earth. And let's see why. Let's see why. You got to know why. This is Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them to dwell in the earth. That's not a good precept I want. All right. That's just showing that the Lord is going to keep his servants. All right, he's going to protect his servants. Let me get the one in Second Ezra's. Where's that one in Second Ezra's? Bear with me. Because of their great pride. Here we go. This is the one I want. This is Second Ezra 6:18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and visit them to dwell upon the earth. Why? Okay. And will begin to make inquisition of them. Inquisition of them. He's going to kill you. Okay. What they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness because of unrighteous dealings. All right. For what? Getting out of line with the spirit. All right. For profaning the temple. All right. For being adverse to the rules, regulations, the code of ethics that he gave us. All right. He said he's going to make inquisition of your ass. Okay. This is what he's going to do to planet Earth. What did the heathen do? He's going to judge the heathen for what they did as people Israel, his elect. Okay. And I will begin to make inquisition of them that be have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness when the affliction of Zion be fulfilled. You see, everybody's getting judged for how they treated the elect. All right. And this is what the Lord going to do. He would say, then you're going to know whom I chose. He's going to bring his elect from the dunghill and put them at the top of the infrastructure, pinnacle. All right. Behind Yahushua, we're going to be joint heirs, man. All right. Going to place those, Yahushua going to place the crowns on his elect head. We got to go through this. And for you to get through this, you got to mortify your members and fortify your members. You got to strengthen your mind. Only a man that has the spirit of truth on him is going to be able to get through what we got to go through. A weak mind not going to be able to go through it. So right now, these little trials and tribulations we having on this side, we got to be winning. We got to be offending less. We got to be going from glory to glory, being overcomers. Right? If you ain't conquering the flesh on this side, you're not going to do it during Jacob's trouble. Don't work like that. It don't work like that. You have to. This grace period, we're supposed to be getting built up on our most holy faith. You know. So with that, I did have the camp outside the truck because you know how we normally do it. The rain and the wind just got too boisterous. All right, and, you know, hey, this is what we got to do. If the Lord said the same, I'm gonna just come back out Friday because this is kind of sloppy. I normally don't do this because of the elements. I had to do it like this. So probably do a sit down when I get home, man. So with that, I'm gonna give infinite honors to my heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. And salutation to my fellow ladies in the Mashak Yahweh Shah. Kwam Yasharala, Ababa Ball, Shalom. Keep pushing, stay locked in.